Aaliyah Boston, and it's Brianna Jones in the right back. So a pair of turnovers here to start.
Allowing Connecticut to get it extra.
She's a gold medalist, say, to get closer to their playoff hope. Here's Ty Harris.
Way to help in that as well.
To that early 1-8 hole.
Green action forcing that switch, but wrong downhill, getting point.
One, Carrington flips it. Alyssa Thomas Haaland,
Hall of Fame on October 2, and of course coming off.
Harris left alone.
Connecticut, too many easy looks.
Boston's first touch, backing her way in, and double-double of the season. And here as Carrington gets inside the step, Atlanta.
And Caitlin Clark's own.
Jones deep position.
And she leads the league in unassisted basket.
Clark did the Indiana Fever as an assistant.
Hey, it was fun.
Bonner.
Oh, look at that back door. Beautiful. No, you're going to get at least 2 or 3. Mitchell did. It's beautiful.
Any other team, they're aggressive defense.
Most teams aren't bringing 2 to the ball to her.
Extra pass, Lexi Hole,
Caitlin Clark.
Mabry on the other, but the Fever give it away. And Clark launches. And
he had it since the break.
Mabry, who came over at the Olympic. Smith spinning on the baseline. He runner-up a year ago. Last year with 2 fouls as Clark gets in. 7 points here for Caitlin Clark. Bonner sizing up Mabry. Mitchell knocks a minutes right back into high gear.
Out.
Clark behind the back.
Oh, they're playing downhill.
And can slow you down, get you into the half. They held New York to just 6.
Basket cut by Mabry.
Way right into the hands of Mitchell. Feed to Smith. Who back? An average is 3 a game. And that
Hall hit one. Melissa Smith.
Well, this game run here for Erica Wheeler. Mitchell is open. And it's flat tonight. Aaliyah Boston as Bonner lost it. Found its way to kick. If you're Indiana, you have a chance. But
what I would label a team, then letting them score in transition. Just with 1:27 to play.
Lexi Hole getting her second.
You know when you go safe before they fly.
I'm Carrington spinning inside, fading. And
into Connecticut on the road. Right there, you know. Make it hard.
There, the Fever have a long 17 of their 20 road games already.
They're on the Indiana bench.
But again, they allowed just 73. And Bonner lost the handle, stripped away. It's a little 2-man game as Dantis gets it. Bonner setting the screen. Bonner has to hoist from way outside with 11. Here as we snap around pass, and Boston the paint. Connecticut had an early 6-point lead. Mabry launches, and up there in the paint, right back for Boston. 4 points on sets up Olivia Nelson-Ododa. Ododa. All right.
Nice move. You get Caitlin Clark in transition.
Carolina.
Shot. You got to quickly convert to.
There's Mabry off the screen, but it wasn't at least so lethal in transition. Thomas. Wheeler steps into a 3. 21-foot 3-pointer early. Extra pass, Lexi Hole. Jones with a huge size advantage on Clark. He's a 3-ball shorts. Stoned by Jones, steps back. Thomas is open.
Remember, Stephanie was a part of the first team of Fever games. How about that?
Connecticut by 6. Mitchell last year as well, a key midseason acquisition.
Run so hard to the other end.
That's the second. Every Monday and Tuesday, it's the perfect place. Fieldhouse. Instant kick out. Here is Clark. Stephanie White's group play. Lexi Hole has to fire. Here is Mabry. Clark wide open. Knocks down.
Indiana shooting it well. They already have 8.
For Lexi Hole, who buries. Team from the 3-point line. Green waits for Boston, who cashes.
Screening action.
Thomas is 0.3 behind half. Feeding inside for Mabry. Just
when it comes to Simone Biles.
Basketball here as Smith gets in.
Mitchell.
Mabry catch and shoot. Left way outside. Turned it over likely a little bit too much for defense. Fever from early June, the last time.
See Caitlin Clark trying. There's that inversion to the block.
Mitchell sidestep. Held relatively in check since. She's just sees the clock fire away. Bank
run Indiana off the 3-point line.
Smith's trying to create on the drive. Hangs past Carrington. It was right on the money. Here, well, nobody picked up Thomas. Who comes singing. Boston step through it. Katie Lou Samuelson tonight. She was questionable.
But it changes the space on the.
Brianna Jones. Smith taps it. Carrington this year. And Bonner. And so a 9-point. And so Bonner with the Atlanta, it ended up maybe being the pivotal position. Steal in Connecticut. Kick. Clark. Pull off the screen. And Thomas just bulls over an Alyssa's point game.
Indiana's got
the step through, the find to Bonner. Lexi Hole fire away. Smith gets inside.
the strong side, but when you catch it that deep.
And it's just gone. Where to me catchings was Hole. Particular and Carrington.
And that takes you deep.
That could trigger Indiana's offense here. Fake Clark the drive, and they got her.
You have.
Here's Boston. Mitchell behind the defense. Plays that outlet pass already. I would say it's fourth assist. Here is Jones from the mid-restin. Boston pulls up. To pull that out there. In fact, step back. Hits a defense for that. Carrington. First half. Back on the floor here to start the set. Pulls up. They bring off the screen. In fact, on its way out to Carrington, who hadn't even be a jump ball, but the Fever do win it. Benley with the reverse. The rim has been so improved here out of the pass. Mitchell is wide open.
This is jacked up, and Mabry
looking aggressive. That's a deep gets there. And here's Mabry from
buckets.
Clark splits the double.
Hasn't really needed it.
Yeah. Side Nelson Adota over Boston. Pounding defense by Carrington. Was here by this franchise. The 20. Here's Burton going coast to coast. And
just a good
clock. We wind down the third quarter. They fly. And can't.
It's really hard to help on sides and her staff do an excellent job of.
And this goes to Boston. It's her.
She's been not missed at the free throw line.
Going behind the back. Runs it. Can she get rid of it? It's just going to be a in the fourth. It's been negated in large part and off of the turnover here tonight.
It's a hand on it.
And Pull with the slant route there. Caitlin sets up Burton. Clark fires. What a duel down. For Boston, the pass was a little too far ahead.
Making Indiana work.
Backing her way inside. Deep position. Her 12th double-double of the season. To work on Smith. Oh, ran right into a wall here as well.
What a roar. Generational, there's goats, and it's over you, Caitlin.
Certainly. Oh, Carrington.
They have D'd up in the quarter court. They've been.
With the shot fake driving on Thomas hangs, but
King Indiana's defense downhill.
Shooting Mabry off balance. Out for Lexi Hole. And Jones. Boston wins the rounder. Too far underneath. As the Fever retake. Turn the corner, gets inside, and shot.
Typically, Caitlin is responsive, stops the ball.
Last break point as Mitchell fires.
Third in the league in what is called
consecutive 20-point games as Jones.
They get 2 points on the other end.
Again, more fast break opportunity. And 4 from the line here tonight.
Because she adds so much other.
Again this season. And Connecticut for Mitchell, catch and shoot. Buries it. In their 15th win as Mabry just corner. Feeds Boston. Won't miss that. Otters are. Big minutes down the stretch. Mabry fire ups. 9. Mitchell catch and shoot. Hits a.
Mark that down, Pat. 1.
Thomas handoff. Mabry. Clark on the drive. Clark lays it in. Back door. Here is Burton runs. Thomas splits the double. Against a sold-out crowd to their feet. Shrugs her off. Oh.
Yeah, she's dangerous here. And
well, going to get the 2 for 1. Thomas had it knocked away.
Really good free throw.
Get it in and got it into Clark, and they immediately challenge in a turnover there.
Well, you got to keep the ball.
And Hole loving that free throw going down. Got Carrington. She is open. In their last 10 home games, the playoffs is down to 6. And this young group has come through.
Beaten this season. The only one left is Connecticut to be a little bit more risky. Run Indiana off the three-point paint.
Here's Alyssa Smith trying to create on the drive. Hangs. And another turnover. Outlet pass Carrington. It was right on the mark. And able to kick it into gear. Well, nobody picked up Thomas. Becomes Clark bouncing. Boston step through it. We have not seen Katie Lou Samuelson tonight. She was questionable.
She's not going to take that shot, but it changes the space on the.
So it's Alyssa Smith, Brianna Jones. Smith taps it. Karen struggled on these jump ball situations here this year. And Bonner
out of the way.
And so a 9-point. And so Bonner with that 5-point possession late against Atlanta. It ended up maybe being the pivotal possession. Clark gives it away. It's Carrington with the steal, and Connecticut kick. Clark. Bonner working on Lexi Hole off the screen. And Thomas just bulls over and Alyssa. But the bucket counts. It's a 1-point game.
Indiana's got
Carrington, the hesitation, the step through, the find to Bonner.
the ball.
Lexi Hole fire away. Thomas.
That's how you stop the ball.
Smith gets inside.
Time to load up to the strong side, but when you catch it that deep.
It's here tonight, but has 9 points. And has just gone. It's 22 weeks. Where Tamika Catchings was 4 fouls for Smith, 4 for Hole. Hole pass to nobody in particular, and Carrington.
Action on the same side of the floor, and that takes you deep.
See if that could trigger Indiana's offense here. Clark the shot fake, Clark the drive, and they got her.
You have dribble entries.
Here's Boston, and now it's Clark. Launch ahead, Mitchell behind the defense. And she deploys that outlet pass already, I would say. It's Caitlin Clark's 4th assist. Here is Jones from the mid-range. Trying to clear out some space for she and Boston. Boston pulls up. Clark behind the back. Oh, to pull that out there. Kevin Fahey says, no, you will not. In fact, Clark, step back, hits a three. There's no defense for that. Carrington got the fans here fired up. 10 good minutes in the first half. Back on the floor here to start the second. Mitchell pulls up. What Connecticut gives up per game. They bring off the screen. In fact, it to her. Thomas fumbles it, but found its way out to Carrington, who. You can make a case that shouldn't even be a jump ball, but the Fever do win it. Clark gets inside. Here's Fagbenle with the reverse. Indiana's defense at the rim has been so improved here out of the Boston. Hesitation, extra pass. Mitchell is wide open.
This place is jacked up, and maybe.
Then 5. Here's Mitchell looking for more, looking aggressive. That's a deep. It'll be a new franchise record when she gets there. And here's Mabry from.
She can make buckets.
Clark splits the double repertoire.
Well, she hasn't really needed it.
Yeah. Pass Thomas. Back inside, Nelson Adota over Boston here lately. Pounding defense by Carrington. What a find she was here by this franchise. The 20. What a sequence there by Carrington. Here's Burton going coast to coast. And
Wheeler stunts, tries to get her to pass. Just a good
second differential, shot clock and game clock. We wind down the 3rd quarter. Back for Boston. Boston will let it fly. And can't.
When you got shooters in the corner like Indiana has, it's really hard to help on their offensive scheming. Christy Size and her staff do an excellent job of.
And this goes to Boston. It's her up here in the second half.
She's been
in the 3rd quarter.
She has not missed at the free throw line.
Here are Clark and Mitchell. Clark going behind the back. Runs it with it, but she's on the ground. Can she get rid of it? It's just going to be issues for Indiana. Really high number here early in the 4th. It's been negated in large part. They have actually outscored the Sun off of the turnover here tonight.
Careful, because she can do that, and she gets a hand on it.
And Lexi Hole with the slant route there. Caitlin clears Thomas. One dribble, extra pass. Mabry sets up Burton. She sticks right with her. Clark fires, but Adota responds with a block. What a duel down. Here's Hole on the drive. Last minute looking for Boston. The pass was a little too far ahead.
Connecticut really making Indiana work.
Boston backing her way inside. Deep position. Closing in on what would be her 12th double-double of the season. Thomas going to work on Smith.
To make sure you defend her and not let her get that deep.
Hole ran right into a wall.
I've got the chills.
Gabby Thomas is here as well.
What a roar. Said before, there's generational, there's goats, and it's over.
Proud.
Our 4th if you count Caitlin.
Certainly. Oh, Carrington.
Connecticut's pace. They have D'd up in the quarter court. They've been.
Smith the shot fake, driving on Thomas, hangs, but
attacking Indiana's defense downhill.
Base out there. Indiana fine with her shooting. Mabry off balance. Clark off a punishing screen from Boston. Out for Lexi Hole.
Sharp right here.
Boston and Jones. Boston wins the. Now it's Smith going back at Thomas. Got right around her. Too far underneath. As the Fever retake. Are trying to turn the corner. Gets inside and shot. Lays it in, and we are level.
Typically, Caitlin is responsible. It's 5-on-4 going the other way, and nobody stops the ball. Off of misses.
21 fast break points as Mitchell fired.
5-point game. Kelsey Mitchell is third in the league in what is called
record holder for consecutive 20-point games as Jones.
And then they get 2 points on the other end.
And once again, more fast break opportunity. And Thomas is just 1 of 4 from the line here tonight.
She's been able to survive because she had so much other.
Ago, and will be high on those charts again this season. And Connecticut. Hole back for Mitchell. Catch and shoot. Buries it. Indiana trying to earn their 15th win as Mabry just
cut.
Mitchell turns the corner, feeds Boston, won't miss that. Now into double figures, all 5 Fever starters are.
Mabry.
Burton getting some big minutes down the stretch. Mabry fire out on the floor right now here for Connecticut. Behind the back to Boston, shot clock down to 9. Mitchell catch and shoot, hits a. Oh, that's
wow.
A bad miss at a bad time.
Mark that down, Pat. 1.
Thomas, handoff, Mabry.
Sharp right here, no game slippage.
Clark on the drive, Clark lays it in. Back door, here is Burton runs. They'll work the way of Thomas. Thomas splits the double. Final 60 seconds, a sold-out crowd to their feet. The start of June. Clark shrugs her off. Oh! And Bonner just checks back in.
Yeah, she's dangerous here.
And on Mabry, that had been Hull's assignments. Here is Thomas, shot clock down to 4. They're not going to get the 2 for 1. Thomas had it knocked away for Indiana.
Really good free throw.
Off. Hull trying to get it in and got it into Clark, and they immediately foul. You had what could have been a challenge and a turnover there.
Well, which allowed Indiana to keep the ball.
And Hull would hype about anything. Loving that free throw going down. Mabry off the screen, weaves inside. Kick out Carrington. She is open. It's 9 wins in their last 10 home games. And their magic number to make the playoffs is down to 6. Tested late here tonight, and this young group has come through.
Connecticut was a team this group had not beaten this season. The only one left is